Chris Lovell here with another edition of Patriot Talk. Colton Coons behind the camera taking care of us as always. My man Joe Sexton, who his team is still rolling, is my guest as always. And thank you to the folks at Gene Messer Ford Lincoln for sponsoring these shows. And I know Joe's driving a fancy Ford Raptor or Ford Raptor R or something that was provided by these folks. So we certainly appreciate that, right?
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet, but
yeah, that's right.
But I'd love to have one.
You do drive a Ford.
I do have a Ford, yes.
Okay. Andrews, Texas was the site of the opening, I guess, first ever playoff game for the Liberty Patriots, and 49-0. It was 66-3 in the regular season.
66-7.
66-7. Okay. Missed it by that much. So largely a replay of what you guys had done in the regular season. Did that lead to anything tricky with your guys? Like now that you were on the other side of it?
I don't think so. Really never came up during the week of, Coach, we've already played these guys, or never heard one player say anything that, why are we having to do this? We've already played them. We've already beat them.
Okay.
But, we just, they just prepared like it was just our next opponent, just like they have for however many weeks now. It's the same thing. They prepare pretty well. We had a great week of practice, and had good weather, and it was, you try to have some fun during the playoffs and try to enjoy yourself just a little bit. And
it's tricky to get caught up into all the planning, the logistics,
yes, meals, and
Coach
Tolliver does a great job. He schedules all of our meals and all of that. But it's trying to get a venue. That's probably to me the most stressful thing. Is like,
where's this game going to be played?
Right, where are we at on the list for that?
And there's
venue?
only so many places in between some of these two.
Oh yeah, so that's what happened to us. That's why we had to play so early in the afternoon in Andrews, because I thought we had the 7:00 game until the week of, and then all of a sudden we like, wait a minute, I thought we had the 7:00 game and somebody else had it, so we had to move ours to 2:00, which I was a little concerned about that because it was hot. It was not a November day by any stretch. The turf was hot. So thinking back to our first year when we went to Midland Christian, and we got down there and ran out of water. And it was 1,000 degrees on that turf in Midland. So I made sure that we had plenty of water. We packed every cooler we had. So we just didn't want to run into that, but you just never know when you get to a stadium, what are the locker rooms going to be like? Are they going to be big enough for us, which these were not. We were packed in there pretty tight, but kids didn't miss a beat, came out and got after it.
And that's part of the playoffs too, is it's largely unfamiliar territory,
right?
Literally. When it comes to venue and opponent and all that, and it just so happens that you faced an opponent that you had already played this year. And you guys ran the ball really well. I think they tried to, talking about Monahan's run it, they didn't have much success there. You had felt like they had found, since the first time you played them, they'd found a bit of a playmaker on that side of the ball on offense, but it just
right. I don't. He was in street clothes, so I don't know exactly what had happened.
All that thought just kind of okay. Well, never mind. I guess they're the same group. Yeah.
And you've got that. You played one game before, and I lined up against you. However many snaps, and you have that kind of familiar thought of how that went for you. But this week's going to be totally different, for sure. We have never seen these guys.
Yeah. So you advance into the second round, and you will play the Graham Steers. Graham is semi close to Possum Kingdom and that general area. They are kind of like a Brock in one of these other schools that just kind of like a good athletics.
Yeah, they're good at everything.
Yeah, good at everything. Is it good at this time of year to be for a newer program like yours to like kind of we don't know anything about them. They don't know anything about us, which makes me nervous, makes me excited. All the above, yes?
Yeah, I think so. Just feels like a playoff game. You're supposed to get into these games and not have any kind of idea about, you watch people on film, but it really doesn't give you an idea how hard they play until you line up across from them. And not being able to do that, so those first few plays, they're just going to take a little bit to kind of fill each other out and see, all right, how's this game going to go? So, and that's what I like about our guys. I think after we had a turnover on special teams against Monahans, and then defense came out, got a stop, awesome, quick change, and off we go. They're out there, and then we go 96 yards. And I forget how many plays that was, but as a defense coordinator, you're sitting there, you've got a team backed up to the 4-yard line. You feel pretty good. And then when they go 96 yards, that's kind of happy feeling is gone. So it was that was a pretty good start for us.
Yeah, and you were just kind of consistently leaning on these guys. Take me through how long had you been looking at Graham as a possibility, even when you started to see the bracket and, maybe starting to kind of plan ahead off to the side, not that you're disrespecting anybody, but, you
have to a little bit.
I agree.
Yeah, you have to look out and go, okay, we're playing Monahans this week, but in the event that we do advance, all right, it's going to be one of these two teams, and then you have to start looking at, all right, where are we going to play one of these two teams? Obviously, if you look at a map, Graham is not as far to Abilene as what we have. It's probably a little closer for them, but I like playing in Abilene. I like Shotwell, and I knew we could probably get on there to play, and so we're willing to drive a little extra farther.
You in Clay McChristian, how long has he been there?
Gosh, I don't know. That's the other thing. You're not familiar with other coaches either. Right. I've talked to him on the phone several times. Seems like a really nice guy. I talked to him after his game the other night.
Because you're trying to get the details.
Right.
Yeah.
I was already at home and just waiting on them to call, and so he calls me, and we hammer the details out as he's driving home from where they were playing.
Okay.
So.
You mentioned really big offensive line. Is this the biggest offensive line that you've seen all season?
Yeah. Estacada had a pretty big offensive line, but these guys are over 300 all the way across. So they have some size. Okay. And it's going to be a challenge for our defense, but I feel pretty good about it.
Is this an up-tempo team? Is this a grinded out team?
No, not really. I think that they're going to, they'll huddle up and they're going to try to come right at us. I don't think we're going to see. I think they probably have the capability of going up tempo. It's kind of hard to see on tape.
Because you're playing,
Yeah, because you only get a clip at a time, So I don't know. Everybody's got that capability, but, they are going to run behind those big guys. And their quarterback, everything goes through the quarterback. He doesn't like what he sees, he's gone. He'll tuck it and go. So it's going to be fun.
Do you this time of year when you start getting into playoffs, this is the first go around for obviously Liberty, but do you sense that you would be, I don't know, more aggressive, less aggressive? Do you have a feel for how you would kind of approach it? Because you're kind of into some unfamiliar, one, and then two, because they don't know what your tendencies would be. You're like, hey man, watch out about old Coach Sexton. He's going to have this in his back pocket all the time.
Well, we've exchanged every game film.
Right, so they've got everything. Okay.
They've got everything.
So they saw you kick it on sides every time a couple of games ago.
They have seen that, and so I'm sure they're going to have to talk about that just a little bit because that's always there. It's always going to be a possibility.
Yeah, that's right.
And so, it's just one of those things that you kind of have to feel out as you go. You watch film, but you don't really know exactly how that guy's going to coach over there on that sideline, how aggressive he's going to be. Same thing. I mean, they don't know what we're going to do. And Coach Newton has put on a few wrinkles this week. So when you get to this time of the year, like you were saying, there's some different stuff that starts to come out. Because you got to keep the kids, interested. If you're just doing the same old thing all the time. So there's going to be some interesting things come up.
And that's what that's always the tricky thing, because the nerves that you will feel because the unknown over there, and you're thinking, okay, we got some stuff for you that they hadn't seen before, but then you're thinking, like, gosh darn it.
I bet they got some stuff too.
they got some stuff too.
Yeah, I got a pocket full of stuff over here. What do you got?
What is it? Can we just show each other, and so we can all quit being nervous? Okay. This game is at 6:00 at Shotwell Stadium, right there on the basically on the interstate.
Right.
Headed to Abilene, right there on I-20, Alpha 84, and all that business. This game will be streamed on NFHS. This is not affiliated in any way with Lubbock Cooper Independent School District, or Graham for that matter. And this is a contract with the UIL that I believe the Concho Sports Network, I think, is the group that's doing it. So if you have any complaints, or it doesn't work, or it works great, we hope it does work great for you, but just know you have that option. But if it doesn't work great, this not our deal.
It's funny you say that, because I had 3 text messages when I got through.
This is why I'm mentioning this now. But you can. There is an app for 93.1 Young Country, which is Raymar Communications. It's a Lubbock affiliate. Our radio folks will be doing the game. You can download that app and listen to that on your phone, in your car, wherever, or just traditional radio if you are in the Lubbock area and all those things. So just want to make sure we pass that along.
Going back to when during COVID, when we had to stream everything, and I was usually the one at the game setting up the camera and all that, and I would get a text, Coach, the camera's not working.
Yeah,
Coach, the sound's off.
Yeah.
And so when I came in after the game the other night, I've got several text messages. Coach, the camera's froze.
Yeah. And some of these places, to be fair, there's just, if the internet doesn't work, or the Wi-Fi is jacked up, or the cell signal, it doesn't matter what you've got going on, how fancy your camera is, whatever, it just won't work.
It's not going to work.
Yeah, exactly. We deal with this in radio and all the streaming stuff. It's just what happens. So anyway, but good luck.
Thank you.
Thanksgiving's next week. Favorite Thanksgiving side dish?
Probably, I'm a big fan of mashed potatoes. I like mashed potatoes. Also like Tater Tot casserole.
For Thanksgiving?
Yes.
That's 2 starches.
Yeah.
Give me something that's more traditional Thanksgiving fare. I mean, mashed potatoes you can roll with that at any given time.
Pecan pie.
Okay, that's a holiday. I'll give that one to you. And you, I know you've tried this. Your rating scale on a 1 to 10, with 10 being the best, on pecan pie Bluebell ice cream.
Well, it's up there.
I know, on a scale of 1 to 10.
I'm gonna say probably a 9.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's not quite banana pudding.
Okay.
But
is that a 10?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Yeah, that banana pudding it's
well, the problem with banana pudding ice cream is there's no bananas in it.
It's all right. You have flavor.
Pecan pie, there's all the ingredients of the actual pecan pies in the ice
how do they make the crust that's not soggy?
And for more food takes, tune in to the next Patriot.
We need to do a cooking show.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. But you like you some Thanksgiving?
I do.
Yeah, food and football, man. Yeah, we're on the cusp.
And Dallas Cowboy football.
That's right. That's right. You playing the old Chiefs that particular day. Hopefully, you guys are practicing that day and getting ready
I hope so too.
I think it's the winner of Graham and Liberty plays, I believe, Midland Greenwood and Eagle Mountain.
Right.
I think it's right. Is it Eagle Mountain High School or Eagle Mountain?
Fort Worth Eagle Mountain.
Fort Worth Eagle Mountain.
Yeah.
Yep. So
we've had some Thanksgiving football down the road, and it's just a special feel. It's
it's
a lot of fun.
That's when you know you're a ways into it when you're playing that, and the weather's really starting to change and holidays, but it's like a fun, like, oh man, there's not many folks left.
I think our kids are going to love it. I hope they get to experience it.
Yeah, that's right. All right, well, Coach, appreciate the time.
Thanks.
There he is. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody out there coming up, and be safe traveling to Abilene. For Colton Coons, for Joe Sexton, this is Chris Level. It's been another edition of Patriot Talk. We'll talk to you next time.